That bell works every time. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. This is one of my favorite days of the year. We're going to begin this meeting with the way we begin all of our Rotary meetings. We'll start with our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then I'll invite Bob Holton up for a few words.
Bow your heads, please. Dear God in heaven, bless our friendships as Rotarians and educators. Like gardens, our friendship must be nourished and cultivated if they are to flourish and thrive. Let us take time to enjoy the beauty of this friendship and love you have given us. And please, we say a thank you to our walk committee, the donors to our fundraiser, and everybody that participated last Saturday. Thank you. Amen.
And last, Rotarians, I invite you to stay standing, and guests as well, for the four-way test of the things Rotarians think, say, and do. Number 1, is it the truth? Number 2, is it fair to all concerned? Number 3, better friendships. And number 4, will be beneficial to all concerned. You may all be seated, and then it gives me great pride to welcome Steve Hashig to the floor.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Lloyd. My name is Steve Hashig. I've had the distinct privilege of being able to chair the team that put this day together, and would like to just take a minute to introduce the committee to you so that all of you can say thank you. Sylvia Martin, Tammy Philippi. Tammy, I know Sylvia's not here. Tammy, are you here? Tammy, back there. Mike Bruno. Mike, let me just stand up, Mike. Yeah, Mike Bruno, Mike Sapina over here. And then the incomparable Judy Vickers, the one who put the program together, received all of your nominations. This day would not happen without Judy. Yeah. Guests here today would like to take just a minute to welcome all of them. We're just delighted to have 4 superintendents and some directors from 196. Let's start with Dr. Teresa Battle from 191. Retiring this year, congratulations. And thanks for all of your service to our community. Thank you so much. We have Michael Bolsoni, 196. Michael, welcome to you. And let's have you remain standing. Well, we've got 4 of your directors here today. Eric Hansen, Director of Secondary Education. Jeremy Sorensen, Director of Elementary Education. Janet Fimmon, Director of Special Education. And Rachel Hughes, Director of Instruction and Achievement. Welcome to all of you. And from 197, we have Dr. Peter Olson Skog. Peter, welcome to you. And for the first time, very special welcome to Dr. Michael Favor from District 917. Great to have you here today. I want to say special thanks to Nothing Bunt Cakes. This year they really came through, not just with a little buntlet, but with the buntlet tower. So every one of the teachers will get one of those on your way out. If you have a chance and you stop by their store in Eagan, please say thanks to them for that. And then again, a special word to Eagan TV. Great to have you here today recording this entire event for us. I strongly believe that there's a difference between arrogance and confidence. When I was a 7th grader, I did not understand the difference. So as a 7th grader, I was one of those kids who had it all. My dad was Smiling Gus. He was the cop in town that everybody loved, and so we were kind of semi-famous family in town. I had the academics, I had the sports, I was the president of my church group. And now it's time for the student council election, They were electing 5 people. I had it in the bag. The election happened and the 5 people were named, and I was not one of the 5. I did not get elected to the student council in 7th grade. I couldn't stand it. So there was a man named Jerry O'Rourke. He was the 8th grade history teacher. He called me into his office. We had a long conversation that lasted then for a few years. And he helped me understand the difference between arrogance and confidence. So at the time I got to my junior year, I can today, and I will say humbly, I was elected president of the junior class and then president of the senior class, and this was all because of that teacher, of some life lesson that I did not understand as a 7th grade kid. We're here today to say thank you to all you teachers and staff who are teaching those kind of lessons every single day. And some of them, maybe little ones, big ones, you're aware of. But I'm guessing there's a lot of lessons that you are teaching that someday, 10 years, 20 years, how many years, I'm not going to say it from now, somebody's going to remember your name. And they're going to say, you did something for them like Jerry O'Rourke did for me. So here I am all these years later, and I want to tell you rather clearly, I see arrogance every single day. And I see confidence every single day. And today I am grateful that I know the difference, both in my personal life and in my professional life. So all that to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. This day means a lot to our 2 Eagan Rotary Clubs. It means a lot to our community. And we are especially grateful that you are here today to be honored and appreciated for the work that you do. I want to call on 2 of our committee members, Mike Bruno and Mike Sapina. We're going to introduce principals and teachers and get this program going. Mike.
I'm glad it's confidence. My name is Mike Bruno. I'm a Rotarian, and I've taught middle school for 40 years, and I survived. So I just want to make a brief statement. We have 18 schools to go through, so it'll be brief. The impact teachers make is not immediate. It's not always visible or measurable, and it unfolds over time, and sometimes years, when I get a student to come back and say, thank you, were a positive impact in my life. When you paint a house or build a shed, it's tangible, it's visible, and you feel good about the results. Teaching isn't always like that. So that's the importance of what we're doing today, is recognizing and appreciating those who deserve it. I have 18 schools. I've been notified to make it quick. I've already failed. So what we'll do, this is the format. I'll name off the school, the principal can come up and talk about the teacher. I'm not going to do that. Last year I started to do that, and then the principal's just saying what I've said, so this is how it'll work. So the first school we'll call up is the Area Learning Center, Adria Engstrom.
Thank you. I'm here to introduce Matthew Dufert today. Matthew is a math teacher at our Area Learning Center in District 196, and we are so thankful for what Matthew does. We serve a population of students in 9th through 12th grade who, for whatever reason, traditional high school just didn't meet their needs. And Matthew's opportunity and his ability to connect with students and build relationships and have really intentional outcomes to help students identify their goals and achieve them is what got us here today, his outstanding work with them. So thank you, Matthew.
Matt, could you come up for a picture? We're gonna, when you're done, you're gonna go over here. The check, the cake, and the picture. But because there's 18 schools, I'm going to call up the next principal and keep things rolling. So if you folks can go over there. Yep. Blackhawk Middle School, Ann Cush.
Mike and I used to work together. I was just, right? Good afternoon. I'm Ann Cush, the proud principal of Black Hawk Middle School. I'd like to thank the Eagan Rotary Noon Club and the Rotary Kick-Start Club for taking the time to honor excellence in our educators. I proudly announce Ms. Jennifer Stair, an adaptive physical education teacher at BHMS and Deerwood Elementary, as our Rotary Teacher of the Year. Jen has served as a teacher in 196 for 27 years and currently serves in that shared capacity across both buildings on our campus. Colleagues stated about Jen. Jen is an enthusiastic teacher who treats all with the utmost respect and kindness. She is a positive professional who brings good vibes, fun, laughter, and leadership in all that she does. Jen is able to connect with students, staff, and the community with joy and inclusivity. Simply stated, Jen is a lovely human who has given much to the education profession in many capacities, and I couldn't agree more. Ms. Stair has led efforts to bring unified physical education to Black Hawk, which is a PE class that combines students with disabilities and without disabilities the opportunity to come together to support the development of leadership skills and empowerment of all students to foster an inclusive classroom experience. She also brought the polar plunge to BHMS this year for the first time, and it occurred on one of those April days that presented much more like winter than spring, so it was snowing and icing and we were jumping into cold water. And we hope to grow that event in years to come. Finally, Ms. Stair has been an active Dakota County United Educator member for 20 years. She currently serves as the second vice president on the exec board. She is a side-by-side partner with administration and teachers, and we work collaboratively to ensure positive outcomes for all of our students. It is with great pleasure to introduce you to Jen Stair.
Burnsville Alternative High School, Kelly Ron.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having us here. I'm Kelly Ron. I'm the principal of Burnsville Alternative High School, but we are located in Eagan on Cedar and Diffley. We have a similar school as the school you heard from a couple of schools ago, and I'm here to introduce Kate Braun. Kate is our art teacher at the Alternative High School. Some of the things about Kate that make her extraordinary are she comes up with new projects every quarter, sometimes through the year. She doesn't have to, she could do the same project quarter after quarter, but she's always trying to find things kids are interested in. The student pride that students have in their work, my office is around the corner from Kate's room. They come running in my office, and these are 18, 19, maybe 20-year-olds showing me their completed art project because they're so proud of completing it. Kate has a growth mindset. She's always like, you can do this. Not everyone is gifted at art. In fact, you have to learn to be gifted or learn to do your art. Kate is kind of someone who can do it all. She's become our resident sewer at school. Kids rip something, they bring it to Kate. We don't have a fax classroom, but Kate brings it home and sews things. She just talked at our table about helping kids apply to college. So her skills go far beyond the art room, and she really makes Boz a great place. All of the art projects are lined across our school, and you can see evidence of fantastic art instruction in our school. Kate Braun.
Next school is Cedar Sun, Principal Jennifer Hedlund.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Hedlund, and I'm here to introduce Joanna Iverson. I am really excited because this is the very first year we've been invited to this, and this gives me the opportunity to talk about Jo and how fabulous she is. When we were coming in, Jo said, I wish everybody at school could get this award because she thinks and she really relies on her team at Cedar Sun. We are a very small school. We are connected to the ALC program that Kelly was just talking about, so we're partners there. And we are all special education, So all of our kids have really unique needs. That's students with unique needs is what SUN stands for. And Joe is the one who works with all of our elementary kids. Her kids have lots of, they're all ELL students, and they have significant disabilities, and Joe is able to really get these kids to progress along and meet all of their goals. And she does it with such charm and such grace, and she makes those kids run into the building in the morning because they are so happy to be there. She's amazing. Thanks, Joe.
Deerwood Elementary, Tyra Rush, principal. They were eating. He's not here yet.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. I'm Tyra Rash, the principal at Deerwood Elementary, and just first wanted to say thanks to the Eagan clubs for putting on this amazing event. It really is fun to showcase and highlight all the amazing work being done in our Eagan school. So I get the privilege of introducing you to Kari Johnson. She is a teacher at Deerwood and goes so far above and beyond that. And I think that's what really shown in the nomination forms from her colleagues when we were putting it out there of who should have this, be able to attend this recognition event. She is a dedicated and passionate educator. She has been in multiple grades at Deerwood and currently serving in kindergarten, where that passion and excitement for learning comes through. You just see kids so excited and eager to come and participate at school, but then it goes so far beyond that. She helps support teachers and support our efforts across the entire building. Kari supervises our student council, so all of our intermediate students get to have that opportunity to have some leadership, get to plan some of the fun events and school spirit, do service acts within our community. I don't want to miss anything. She's her team lead, also serves as the science rep for the entire building, so it just continues to extend throughout, and we just get to see all of her skills showcased. So thank you for all you do for our school and for the entire community, and I wanted to share Kari Johnson with you all. Thanks.
Eagan High School, Principal Dr. Polly Rakowski.
Thank you. We're looking at everyone against the light of the windows, so I thought we'd shift a little. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you to both of our Eagan Rotary Clubs for hosting this wonderful event and sponsoring it every year. We really appreciate it. Eagan High School is celebrating their 35th graduating class this year, which is pretty incredible to think it's been that long. And Kim Hansen is how we know her mostly. Kim Hansen Ashland has been a teacher in our building for 25 of those 35 years. She is bedrock. She's certainly one of those people that others go to for help. She is good at mentoring younger teachers, even when not asked to do so. Takes them under her wing and helps them get through those first couple years of teaching. Encourages them to stick with it, encourages them to enjoy their job. One of the things Kim wrote about was why she is where she is, that in third grade a teacher made history come alive for her. I think every teacher I've ever known who teaches history, now, there's some of us who love history, but there are kids who think, why are we even studying? But every teacher that does that bases it on storytelling. The sharing of stories makes them remember what's happening. On the way over here, she told me that the kids think LBJ stands for LeBron James. Go figure. Yep, that's where they're at, folks. LB who? What did he do? Ancient history to them is the 60s and 70s, right? When you arrive at Eagan High School, one of the things you can choose to do as a student is apply to be an AVID scholar. And Kim stepped up a few years ago and took on the AVID program for one of our grade levels. It's an essential program that recognizes that students who might not have ever had anyone in their family go to college can advance via their individual determination. It's a 4-year program, and teaching them how to be their own peer leaders, tutor other people, tutor themselves, and really set high goals and sign up for difficult courses is all part of the process. And that's what Kim does. She does that for our students. So one of the things I have to admire about her, because I've been out there with her in rain gear and parka, she is a determined person to work athletic events and has been such a mainstay at Eagan High School for being a site manager at soccer games especially. Never misses, always offers to help. We're going to miss her greatly, not only as a teacher in our building, but also in our athletic world. And even though she looks very young, she's planning to retire this year and do a bunch of traveling. She has a child who has grandchildren and lives in Europe. So that's a big deal to get there more often, or perhaps even live there for a while. Congratulations, Kim.
Faithful Shepherd, Principal Catherine Butel.
Thank you very much. I'm Catherine Butel, and as we were introduced from Faithful Shepherd Catholic School, we're certainly grateful again to the Rotary Clubs for hosting this, and we're also grateful for the wonderful partnership we share here in the district. And so especially our woodland neighbors are especially helpful to us. So we're grateful for that. But for today, what I get to talk about is one of our veteran first grade teachers, Karen Swain. Since we're doing anniversary commercials, this is the 25th anniversary for our school, and Karen's 24th year in the school, so we're grateful for that. Several years ago, I read a book that was titled, Should Anyone Say Forever? And I don't remember a lot of it, and I'm not implying that Karen's been teaching forever. Might feel like it some days, but I think that she does express the main point of the book. The main point of that book was the best way to enliven and sustain long-term commitments is to continually bring back to mind the hopes they first held. And I think that Karen somehow manages year after year to work with these little students and to raise their parents as well, because she brings to it a freshness every year, like it's the first year. And as I've known Karen, she's really attentive to the new students. It's not just another group of first graders. She really gets to know the individual students. She gives them in her classroom a space to be themselves. She shines a spotlight on each one. She builds in them rather quickly a sense of confidence and self-assurance that is so delightful in a 5-year-old, 6-year-old. And some of the ways she does that, there's a creativity with Karen. She's this isn't quite true, I was going to say a hidden drama coach or drama teacher, but it's not that hidden. It comes out all the time and is in part of her history as well. But I think it is that storyteller that someone else mentioned that is the way that she hooks the students in and engages them so that all of learning is somehow a story and they're part of it and they have a lot to contribute to it. So we're certainly very grateful for the years of dedicated service that Karen has given, and she's not retiring. We get to keep her, and we appreciate what she brings also to the parents of that age group of students. So thank you very much, Karen.
Glacier Hills Elementary, Principal Adriana Henderson.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you, Eagan Rotary, for this wonderful event. Every year it's been nice to be a part of it. I'm Adriana Henderson, proud principal at Glacier Hills Elementary School of Arts and Science in Eagan. And we are proud as a school to honor Christine Cruzy. She is our dedicated and compassionate social worker. She is this year's Eagan Rotary Teacher of the Year. Over the past 5 years at Glacier Hills, Christine has demonstrated unwavering commitment to the students, family, and staff in our community. Her ability to lead with an equity lens, deep empathy with strong integrity, and trustworthiness has made a lasting impact on everyone she meets. Christine's work goes far beyond the typical call of duty. She also helps coordinate every meal and lots of other special programs within our school that are vital to the student success. Whether she's supporting students through personal challenges, collaborating with her teachers, or advocating for the mental health and well-being, she approaches every task with a heart full of care and a mindset focused on making a difference. She truly is deserving of this recognition. It is a testament to her passion, dedication, and the meaningful relationships she's built at Glacier Hills. So, congratulations.
Hi everyone, I'm Mike Supina. I'm from the Eagan Kick-Start Rotary Club. Quick, tiny bit of history here. We're 10 years old this year. 10 years ago, some members of the Noon Club said, you know, there's a lot of people that want to be Rotarians that can't make it to noon meetings. And they conceived of this idea of a morning club, and here we are 10 years later, still thriving. So we're eternally grateful to the Noon Club for kind of getting us started. So thanks for that. 5 years ago, from 2019 to 2020, was my term as president of the Kick-Start Club. And if you might recall, right in the middle of that, we had a COVID pandemic, and we switched everything over to virtual meetings, to Zoom meetings for a number of months. And one of my tasks was to keep everybody interested and engaged on Zoom at 7 o'clock in the morning, which wasn't easy, okay? And now I'm looking at all these teachers that had to do the same thing with elementary school students and middle school students and high school students. And I don't know how they do it, so I'm full of admiration for them for being able to do something like that. I'm gonna introduce the principal for Northview Elementary, Melissa Griffin. Of Northview's honoree, Principal Griffin says, "Your kindness, love, and acceptance shine through every interaction you have with your students. You have a unique ability to make each student feel valued, understood, and capable of reaching their fullest potential." Melissa Griffin.
Thank you. He stole my first paragraph, but that's okay. That's all right. It's totally fine. Thanks for just opening it up for me. Now I don't feel so nervous. Did that sound okay? That's all right. Here we go. Okay, well, good. That's great. This is Marissa Johnson, and I will read what I wrote, because if left unchecked, I will just say things that are, you know, so we'll just read what I wrote. But this is Marissa Johnson, and I just want to say before I read what I wrote about her, she is a very young teacher. Her service is about 4 years, but she has shown incredible leadership and incredible kindness as a human being. We hired her in 2021 when we were in hybrid, and she never flinched as a brand new baby teacher. She was the first teacher we put out on the 14-day quarantine when she had to stay home and Zoom with her kids, and she did it with ease. And she was young and new and didn't even really know what she was doing, but you could never tell. Every time district leadership would come to our building and observe her, they'd be like, she's got it. And she does. She's just a natural teacher. Sometimes we have to grow our teachers because they want to be there, but she just has it. There's something about it. It's hard to quantify, because she is so incredibly talented as an educator, but also as just a human being. She's just a really good person. And when she stands in front of those kids, they just can't get enough of her, right? And that's what, you can't teach that. That's just something that she brought to the table when we hired her. So now I'm gonna read the other part, okay? That was my sappy part just for you, okay? All right, so your patience and dedication to fostering student growth are evident in everything that you do. You continuously go above and beyond to ensure that every child is not only learning, but also thriving in the environment where they feel supported, encouraged, and loved. Your commitment to their success, both academically and personally, is truly inspiring. What stands out most, however, is your remarkable ability to be a true team player. You collaborate, share, and support your colleagues, creating a positive atmosphere that enhances the entire school community. Your dedication to making everyone around you better is a gift that is deeply appreciated. And we love you, and we look forward to all the growth that you're going to bring to our school over the next 20, 30, 40 years, maybe? I will not be there with her, but we hope she'll be there. Cheers.
Okay, now I'll introduce Dr. Kathy Kindem from Oak Ridge Elementary. Principal Kindem says that Oak Ridge's nominee has transformed the 5th grade band experience by advocating for band during the school day. His passion for making music exciting and accessible shows in everything he does. Dr. Kindem.
Thank you. Thank you to the Rotary Club of Eagan and the Eagan Kick-Start Rotary Club for sponsoring today's event and helping bring all of us together. I'm honored today to recognize and celebrate Mr. Bo Hoover. Hoover is nothing short of exceptional. His vision, passion, and relentless drive have completely transformed the 5th grade band experience in our school and beyond. By advocating to move band into the school day and making it accessible to all students, he has opened the door for every child to experience the joy and power of music. What sets Mr. Hoover apart is how he goes beyond teaching notes and rhythms. He makes band exciting, relevant, and inspiring. Through writing grants, forging partnerships, and creating unique opportunities like rap writing workshops and performances at the State Music Educators Conference at the Minneapolis Convention Center, he connects students to music in ways that truly matter. Mr. Hoover brings energy and creativity to everything he does, from starting a staff band to teaching drumline to elementary students and inviting older high school and middle school students to mentor our younger ones. His band space is a place where every student feels valued, challenged, and empowered. Thank you for all you do.
Next, I'd like to introduce Tom from Pilot Knob STEM Magnet School. Principal Benson says that Pilot Knob STEM Magnet School's honoree has a special way of connecting with their students that makes her classroom a place where students want to learn, grow, and develop lasting friendships. Principal Benson.
Great, thank you. Hey, first of all, thanks Steve and Andy and all of the Rotarians. This is really one of the most special days in our school year, and we get an hour and 15. For the teachers, you probably saw how they're eating. They're really fast. They had like 20, 30 minutes. Here we have an hour and 15, and we're going to use every minute of it. Hey, but before I go on, Steve, you're talking about how teachers made an impact on you. But I have to tell a little story. My wife's a teacher at Glacier Hills with Mrs. Henderson and Christine Cruzy. And teachers, you have a lot of impact on your colleagues, because just yesterday morning, my wife was saying, Tom, I'm just not sure if I'm making an impact. I'm just not sure. I'm trying. And Christine over here, the social worker, said, yes, Sandy, you are making a difference. And I know that it uplifted my wife and made her feel that she is making a difference. So teachers, you're making a difference not only with our kids and like you've made a difference with Steve, but with the people that you work with. So thank you for that. Now I want to get on to honoring, and I know Ms. Johnson over here was a new teacher. We have Haley Howard, who is new in her career. And teaching is both an art and a science. And when I was a teacher, I had neither. But Haley Howard came in as a new teacher, set up her classroom in like 12 minutes. I've never seen it done in my entire career. And then she also has down the art of it. The art of teaching kids how to read, the art of teaching kids how to do math and social studies. But she also has the art and the science of making them feel valued, create a resilience, feel loved, feel part of a school community. I've never seen a classroom that makes a teacher that has made such a wonderful school community. Ms. Howard also helps on Girls on the Run, where they teach life lessons and get out and feel that they can conquer and do tough and difficult things. Haley, we all look up to her as staff members for her professionalism and everything she does. I think for many of us that are at the end of our careers, when I get to see some of these newer teachers, younger teachers taking over the mantle, I feel we're in really good shape. Congratulations, Haley. We love you. We value you. You do great work. Thank you. I got to do one more shout out to one of my friends here, Lisa Carlson, who will be retiring this year too.
Next, I'd like to introduce Principal Leah Hack from Pinewood Community Elementary School. Principal Hack says that Pinewood's honoree goes above and beyond to build strong, trusting relationship and ensures that all students are supported, and describes her with the words dedicated, passionate, and a leader. Principal Hack.
Thank you, Rotary. My name is Leah Hack. I'm the principal at Pinewood. Thank you, Rotary, for this wonderful program and lunch. It's an honor to be here. Unfortunately, Samantha couldn't be here with me today. She had something come up. So I just want to say a few words about her. This is her first year at Pinewood and her first year in District 196 as a social worker. She came to us with experience. I think the words that describe her, she's a born leader. She goes to great lengths to ensure that our staff, our students, and our families are supported. She's dedicated to our school and to her students, and her leadership has gone above and beyond with our PBIS program, our social emotional work at our school, and just our school community in general. So, thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Principal Brad Robb of Ron Elementary. Principal Robb says that Ron Elementary's honoree has truly emerged as a guiding light for the kindergarten team, has seamlessly taken on additional responsibilities with grace, positivity, and unwavering dedication. Principal Robb.
Thank you. First of all, thank you, clubs. We appreciate the opportunity. We'll stand someplace. To just honor our teachers, and congratulations to all staff members, social workers, teachers who are here. Great work. I would like to introduce Sarah Richardson. The Ron staff came together and nominated Sarah overwhelmingly. She is an amazing kindergarten teacher. Our kids coming into elementary school need that amazing in kindergarten. See what a great leader she is. And they get to be in Miss Richardson's class. And their first experience is incredible. What I truly appreciate about Sarah is her commitment to excellence, not only academics, but social and emotional learning for our students. She is kind and firm. And our kids need that great start to be excellent throughout their entire academic career. Sarah not only is an excellent kindergarten teacher, but she's proven to be an excellent leader among her team. There are 3 kindergarten teachers, and 2 of them are brand new. And so we've called on Sarah to be a leader and to guide that team to start new and carry on the tradition at Ron Elementary, and she has risen to that. And she'll be part of being a building leader in the future as well. Ron Elementary has been her home, and we are so grateful for Sarah Richardson and what she brings to the community and to the students at Ron. And actually, Sarah would like to say a few words.
I was told I had to say something, and so I didn't stay up until 11 o'clock last night writing this for nothing. So, my name is Sarah Richardson, and I am a teacher at Ron Elementary in the Burnsville-Eagan Savage School District. I am also a product of our amazing Eagan schools. I grew up attending Oak Ridge Elementary, Black Hawk, and then Eastview. For the past 14 years, I've had the opportunity to teach kindergarten at Ron. Everyone jokes about kindergarten being a special grade or something they could never imagine teaching. It's true. Kindergarten is a really special grade, and it takes a very special person to have the energy, the love, and the joy, and the patience to work with these young learners. Now, on my best days, this is something I strive to always have, but some days are harder than others. For example, this past Monday, I recently had to call Mr. Rob to my classroom because for the first time ever, I had 2 students who locked themselves in my classroom bathroom by using a chair and then a garbage can, and then they stood on top of it to get the latch lock. So moments like that are the ones that I do have to turn to like Brad to step in and help me in those harder moments. Although we all know the end of the year brings its own excitement and challenges in the classroom, something that has always been consistent is my love for the students. My priority in the classroom is to make all students feel welcome, safe, and cared for. Working with young children is a gift. They are honest, curious, creative, and eager to learn. They remind me to stay present and to celebrate the little things like learning how to do the monkey bars at recess. Every day with them is different and extremely unpredictable, but they truly bring me so much joy. Not only do I love my job and where I work, but Ron is a really special place. Every day I'm surrounded by compassionate, dedicated, and incredibly talented individuals. Whether it's sharing ideas, offering encouragement, or simply laughing together after a really long day, Ron is like a second family. We support each other, challenge each other, and celebrate each other's successes. The culture we've created together is built on trust and respect and a shared passion for helping children thrive. And I feel so honored to be selected by them this year for this award. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is what I appreciate about being a grown-up is you can reach that latch just standing on the chair now. I don't need the garbage pail too, so it works out a little better for me. It makes things a little easier. So next I'd like to introduce Principal Tony Washington from Red Pine Elementary. Principal Washington describes Red Pine's honoree as one of the most dedicated teachers I've encountered, a team leader who brings new knowledge and a strong leadership lens to Red Pine. Principal Washington.
Thank you. So when the keys were handed over to me at Red Pine Elementary, was it 3 years ago, 4 years ago after Drew moved on, we connected and we had conversations about what I needed to do in the building. And one of the names that he gave me was Tony. He said, Tony, connect with Sheila Hallam, okay? She's one of our best teachers in the building. She's 5th grade. She is Red Pine, which is indicative by the years of service that she's been within the district. And I did, and learned a tremendous amount about how to do my job. Thank you. Okay, that's the good stuff. About how to do other people's jobs, how to relate to teachers and give teachers what they need in order to be excellent. And I can honestly say Sheila is one of the best teachers I've ever seen. I just kind of put down some bullet points on things that I thought about Sheila instantly when I thought of her name for this award. And the things that came to mind were dedicated to students and families, strong advocate for kids, demanding of excellence, high expectations for herself and everyone around her. She is the gold standard of teaching. I couldn't be more proud to be able to stand next to her as her principal and watch her accept this award, because truly you're a master teacher, and literally exactly that last bullet point, you're the gold standard. So congratulations.
Okay, next is Thomas Lake Elementary. I'll just editorialize here. All 3 of my kids graduated from Thomas Lake Elementary, and the youngest, we're going to be going to her college graduation in about we're leaving tomorrow, so in a couple of days. So they've all been through while you've been there. So so I'm introducing Principal Lostetter says that Thomas Lake's honoree is beloved by students, family, and staff, brings out the best in every student, and she helps develop their self-identity as learners who can do anything when they try. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. And before I came here, I just wanted to familiarize myself with the Rotary Clubs at Eagan, and you have a motto, service above self. And I think that epitomizes why we're all here today and why we're recognizing educators. And that leads perfectly all into Jody. Jody is committed to service beyond self, and she's been committed to that at Thomas Lake for all of her 32 years as an educator. And during that time, the impact that she has made is, you can't even measure. But a quote that I thought about when I thought about Jody's impact, we all know the Maya Angelou quote. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And I, being the new principal at Thomas Lake this year, that was my first impression of Jody, is how she made me feel welcome, included, and excited about what was to come. And I know for a fact that's exactly how our kindergartners feel when they step into their classroom with Jody. And think about what a wonderful foundation that is for them as they start their educational career feeling loved, valued, and also like they can do anything that they put their minds to. So with Jody, she sees the best in all kids and situations, brings positivity. As a member of our staff, she brings that positivity and calm to everything that we do together. And then one thing I wanted to highlight this year is she's brought Farm to School to our Farm to Table, or what's it exactly? Thank you. Farm to School, which has been a pilot program for our district and has been incredible. We partnered with local farms and food distributors to bring healthy local options for our kids to try, so they're getting a wide exposure to really great food and then getting to connect with their community. One example is we had Brant Farms from Rosemont come in and share their apples. They read stories with our kids, and it's just been a wonderful way to connect as a school. Jody, you are so deserving of this award and recognition. We just thank you so much and for all that you do.
Okay, next I'd like to introduce, I'm going to find the right spot here. Okay, I'm going to freeze here. The principal for Trinity Lone Oak Lutheran School, Catherine Jones. Principal Jones says that Trinity Lone Oak's honoree brings fun to the classroom, excel in the subject matter, and he challenges them to grow as learners. Principal Jones.
Okay, hopefully this will work. So I'm proud to introduce Rob Orr. You can see all of the different hats he wears at our school. And when I was trying to think about what I wanted to say, I thought of 3 words. The first one is relationships. When you walk into his classroom, the first thing you're greeted by is this stormtrooper that's about this tall. And then as you look around, you see a lot of Star Wars memorabilia. And so he likes to share his loves and things that, you know, make him excited with the kids, and in turn they kind of feed back and share things that they like too. So building those kinds of relationships is really neat. Respect, they especially respect his knowledge. I have the opportunity to once a week spend time with our 7th and 8th graders in a short little study hall, and when they're working on math, they'll come up to me and ask about a question, and then after a minute or so they'll say, can I go see if Mr. Orr is busy right now? So they really respect that he knows his stuff when it comes to math and the social studies. And then the last one is fun. If you would believe it or not, last Friday night, Mr. Orr had a lock-in with the students at our school. So wouldn't you all love to spend overnight from 6 till 7 in the morning, you know, hanging out at school with the kids? And they just had a great time. So his desire and willingness to do those kinds of fun things and making those connections. We all know middle schoolers can be tricky to work with, and so having those relationships makes it so much easier. So thank you for all of the out-of-the-box and extra things you do to make our school a success. And thank you, too, to the Rotaries for putting this on. It's so awesome to be able to recognize our special teachers. Thank you.
To introduce the Principal Carlson from Woodland Elementary. Principal Carlson describes Woodland's honoree as the heart of Woodland Elementary. She has inspired students to reach their full potential, mentored new teachers, and led with quiet strength and deep compassion. Carlson.
Again, I want to echo my colleagues and thank you all for this wonderful lunch. Again, my name is Lisa Carlson. I'm the proud principal of Woodland Elementary, and I have the great honor of standing alongside of Maureen Greenberg, who's worked at Woodland for the past 19 years. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to honor her because she is simply, like I said, the heart of our school. Maureen is our talent development teacher, and while talent is in her title, what she really does is develop the whole child. She knows her students' strengths, their quirks, and their dreams. But she doesn't have to work with just the students. She has to work with their parents, too. And if you know anything about parents of gifted students, well, let's just say they're very passionate. So Maureen is so patient with them and gives each parent all the time they need while being insightful and super professional. In fact, during conferences, she doesn't really have to set up conferences, but she does with every single one of her students. And at 8 o'clock, after 12 hours, and I really, really would like to go home and turn off the lights and get out of there, there is a line out her door of people that she's just going to meet with them anyway, Lisa, because they just want to meet. So she is always going above and beyond. She's a mentor to our new teachers and a leader among her peers, and she's the go-to person that sometimes needs, when people need advice or help. This year, her colleagues recognized her by nominating for our district's Outstanding Service Award. This is an honor given to only 6 people out of 4,000 employees. I want to close by sharing a quote that came from that nomination. Her friend Catherine said, "There are educators who change lives in ways that extend far beyond the classroom. Maureen Greenberg is one of them." And I believe that couldn't be more true. Congratulations, Maureen.
I also prepared a little thing, but I'm just going to read a real short part. I'd like to take a moment to recognize Lisa Carlson, my principal for the past 18 years. She is also retiring. She has played an instrumental role in helping me grow and succeed throughout my career. Her trust and support allowed me the freedom to shape the program in ways I believed were best for our students, and that confidence made all the difference. Much of what I've been able to accomplish is thanks to her leadership and encouragement.
Get your. One last school, Dakota Hills, Dr. Johnson. I spent 3 decades in this building, and I have to say a word or two. This young man here is one of my best friends. I am gonna tell you this. When he first started, I was on the interview committee, and I interviewed him. He was not my first choice. I don't even think he was my second choice. But he hasn't held it against me and all. You did know this, didn't you? Okay. You haven't held this against me in all these years, and he's proved me wrong year after year after year. I'll stop talking.
Boy, I didn't know it was going to go in that direction.
I wasn't my wife's first choice either, but it's been 37 years.
Were you up till 11 o'clock on working on that?
I thought of it right now.
It's my pleasure to speak about Mike. Mike has been a bedrock teacher for 35 years at Dakota Hills Middle School. For those of you who aren't in the K-12 world. So for the Rotarians, sometimes there are folks in the K-12 world who look at middle school staff like, you chose to teach social studies to 12 and 13-year-olds for 35 years. And the answer for this gentleman is yes. He loves the content, he has genuine passion for the content and for kids, and he has ways of making it accessible to the 12 and 13-year-old mind that are unlike what I've ever seen. Every time I go by Mike's classroom, I see something interesting, I see something different. I see kids working in a variety of different groups, whole class, small group, medium group, individually, and he is just a facilitation master at it. In addition to that, he's been so involved in the Eagan and Apple Valley communities, particularly in sports and particularly with hockey. He was a longtime varsity hockey coach for Eagan High School. You've probably seen him behind the bench of many, many benches in many, many different arenas. And that role as well has made him extremely valuable for our community beyond just the classroom. The easiest job I have is to brag about our teachers, and this is a person that makes it easy amongst that easy task. So my congratulations to Mike Taylor.
Next, I'd like to invite our next president for the Rotary Club, Karen Peterson.
I have the honor of sharing something with you. Not only did we help start the Kick-Start Club, the morning club, but it's been our goal to offer Rotary for teachers and administrators and people who can't leave at noon or 7:30 in the morning. And so just to back up quick, our club is focused on education. This is, we've analyzed the numbers, and 56% of our budget goes to education in this community. Not only the teachers' recognition, but we have Camp Enterprise, the Ethics Workshop, the Eagan Foundation Scholarships, Interact Club, which has 200 plus Eagan High School students in, Student of the Month, and Sherry's Books. And so we give a book to every first grader in the district, and then our Rotarians and people go in and read the books to the first graders. So we love teachers, we love administrators, and so, next slide. I don't have a thing. We're starting something called Eagan After Hours. Last night was our first kickoff meeting. We had about 20 people there. It was excellent. And it's just a new way to do Rotary. Rotary has to change and evolve and meet people where they're at. And although when you can retire like Mr. Bruno and join Eagan Rotary, so these retired people, a noon club would be perfect for you, but what about meeting at 5:30 twice a month? So we're meeting, the first meeting of the month is just a kind of a social networking, having a speaker per the meeting, and then the second one's a service project. So once a month we're going to be doing a service project. Our first project is going to be with 360's Communities, and then next month we're going to be doing something with Neighbors Inc. So people want to give back to the community, and so we just want to be able to offer you that opportunity because we love Rotary. And so we are lucky to have the general manager of Union 32 Craft House as a Rotarian, and he and another gentleman are championing this club. We're all one club, but again, 5:30. We went till about 7 last night. We were just having so much fun at Union 32. So the next meeting is May 20th. So if anyone is interested, just talk to anyone who's a Rotarian. And I don't think I have another slide. I don't remember. Oh, join us. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. It's been a great day. We have a few extra programs on the table in the center if you'd like to take one of those with you. Last year we tried to get a picture of the entire group. It's a little bit difficult. There's a little socializing going on after this event here. Kind of hang around. We tried to do it outside. We got about 90% of the people. Do you want to try to do something right up front here? Well, we do one here and maybe one outside too, see? For those of you who can stick around, let's try to get a couple pictures of the whole group. We'll try to do one right up here right away, And then for whoever can stick around, we'll do one where? Right outside on the deck here? I didn't understand what you just said. Thank you. All right. Can I ring the bell, Andy? I've never been able to ring the bell. Okay. I think this means we're adjourned. Thank you.